Hello, I'm Fred Trethewey, and today's verse is Psalm 63, verse 3. So would I gaze upon you in your holy place, that I might behold your power and glory. The elaborate menus of the G7 gathering appear to have omitted two pinnacles of Cornish cuisine. The pasty, of course, and a curious local concoction made of baked pilchards, eggs and potatoes covered with a pastry crust. The unique feature of stargazy pie is the way that the fish heads protrude through the crust and appear to be staring heavenwards. Unlike these heads, I spent quite a lot of my Cornish childhood absent-mindedly gazing, although not necessarily at the stars. Gazing is a vivid word. Sometimes it can refer, like me, to distracted staring into the distance, but usually it means looking steadily and intently and suggests wonder, fascination, awe, and admiration. And it's the word that the psalmist uses to convey what he longs to do in the presence of God. He's been saying that his soul is athirst, as in a dry and thirsty land where there's no water. But he's not looking at this moment for greater knowledge about God as much as for a more profound sense of being in the presence of God. The sort you find when lovers stare into each other's eyes silently. There was once an old French villager who went day by day into his local church and just sat there, staring forward, and then left. And one day, the priest came over and said, "Friend, what are you doing here? You don't seem to be doing anything. Are you praying?" And the man pointed to the sanctuary and simply said, "I look at him and he looks at me." Now, that's a possible picture of what some call contemplative prayer. It's a movement of our spirit that builds on the work of our minds in studying the Word of God, and then passes into the heart in praise and worship and adoration. It's like moving from speaking into singing, or from prose into poetry. Prayer doesn't always have to be complicated. Sometimes we just need to relax and let God's love wash over us, to gaze and to be gazed at. The hymn writer Frederick Faber took up these words from Psalm 63 and gave them a new focus, recognizing that for us the holy place is Jesus himself. Father of Jesus, love divine, what rapture it will be prostrate before thy throne to lie, and gaze on thee.